Hey everybody! Happy Wednesday in the kitchen again. We're going to dye bone beads today. I don't know if we've got anybody with us quite yet, but I'm sure they will be here soon, so I'm just going to start.
We're actually on time.
We're actually on time. If you can believe that. I got hair in my face. Anyway, Jordan, you want to come over here and say hi to everybody? Tell them how hard you've been working this morning.
I've been working so hard.
He's been hardly working.
No, that's not good. I've made 3 pots of coffee today.
He did,
Yeah.
and that's good too.
Yeah.
And we got another one making, in case any of you are in the neighborhood and want to stop over. Come on over.
We bought creamer too, didn't we?
Yeah, we got
Okay,
half
good.
and half. It's really good.
You
to
probably
go.
can hear the coffee brewing in the background.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's good. So hopefully somebody will come pretty soon, so we'll know that we really are on. We really are on, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, they can always go back and see later.
What do you got for us today here, Bisa?
Well, we're gonna dye bone beads.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Mary McMahon and Debbie Nicolaus is on.
Mary says she's dying to see this.
Yeah. It's when I
Pun intended, Mary?
yeah. Well, yeah. So, when I was getting this ready, I thought, oh, this is going to be no big deal. We're just going to throw hot water and Kool-Aid and bowl, throw the beads in and say, there you go. But it's not that easy.
Oh, I
What is she doing?
I better go stop the cat. She's gonna.
Millie's tearing up a box. We have a bad renegade cat over here. He's doing bad things. Jordan is leaving now.
Yes.
Why are you leaving now? Tell me why you're leaving.
Well, I gotta go make the donuts.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I gotta go ship the orders.
I can't eat donuts.
He's shipping out all your orders, guys.
Yeah, your orders are going out today, whoever you are. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to do bone beads. This is so much fun. It's a lot of playing around, but it's worth it. Let's see what else is being said. Oh, here's Jennifer.
Yep.
Hi, I saw the notification come onto the screen on my phone, so I'm here working from home and with you. Well, how nice is that? I'm working from home and with you, Jennifer. I'm working from home too. I've been working from home for a long, long time. Ever since Jordy was a baby. Anyways, so I did 3 batches last night to just kind of show you what they look like and what you could expect and how they got this way. So maybe, Lauren, if we can take the camera and kind of point it a little bit down now.
Hi, Annalise.
There's Dara. Hey, be sure to, I was going to write you, Dara, and I didn't get to it. You, if you have anything to say about the Kool-Aid dyeing, please, by all means, do, because you're the expert really on that. I mean, I do it, but you're the one came up with it. So, anyway.
And then we had
Yes, Annalise Jordan was here. Now he's out the door.
Need a Bug.
Hi.
Can you tell us your names? Some of these are different screen
I
names
think
than
that's
I'm used
I
to.
think that's
so.
Anita Gale.
Is that Anita Gale?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Who said I finally made it live?
That was her. That
Oh,
said it.
okay,
Anita Bug.
cool.
Yeah.
Somebody
so.
else just came on too. Oh, Michelle, hey.
Hey,
good.
Michelle.
Okay, now, you guys be sure, that if you have comments and things you want to say about this too, by all means do it. I've done this a lot of times, but I would never call myself an expert, Maybe Dara is.
So you guys can see these ones.
I have the prettiest clothes. You can buy this for $15 at Walmart. I don't spend much because I ruin things. Coffee stains, Clorox bleach, and dye, and things like this. Glue, whatever, get on it. Yeah. So anyway, I invited my buddy Gloria. Whoa, that's great. That's great. Well, if Gloria has anything to say about
you were Anita Gale. Okay.
dyeing the
Hey,
beads,
Anita.
please do.
Sorry, still learning everybody's screen names.
Yeah,
Occasionally they're
invite
different.
anybody. We will definitely want you to invite your friends because we need more pals. We all need more friends, don't we? In this world today, we need lots and lots and lots of friends. So come on in here and have fun in my kitchen. So I dyed these beads. So let me just kind of tell you the process.
So these ones you'll
These
see.
are tea.
These are tea.
Actually, these are tea, coffee, and cherry drink mix.
Oh.
Because I find that if I throw a little bit of something red down in it, it will get more ruddy. It doesn't look red, but it just
No.
gets ruddier,
Okay.
which I wanted that.
More-
I wanted that look because you know if you
More
if you
rustic.
look right here, I'm gonna put these on my arm because maybe you'll see them better. These are all with beads. Got beans on the brain. Where is she anyway?
Late as usual.
That's okay. Nobody's ever late. I'm gonna put all these on. So if you can get up close
Yeah.
on that, I wear them so well. Your Walmart never has good stuff like that. Go online, Debbie.
Amazon.
Amazon. I buy a lot of tops on Amazon too.
They have something too on Amazon where you can try it before you buy it. Yeah.
It's like virtual try on or something.
No. You actually will. I shouldn't say purchase. You'll click to have it sent to you, and it's not everything. It's selected
Some
items,
things.
but clothes items. They let you try it on, and you have
X amount of days to send.
Yeah, like
That's like those
a
people.
full. I think it was
That's like
a
those
full
people
week.
that sell glasses. You know, they'll send you like 5 pair
Yeah.
and you can try them on, but when it's time to send them back, they want them right now. They're
Yeah.
going to whack your
So
card.
at that end of the amount of time that you have, you either send it back,
Mm.
or if you don't, click on returning it or whatever, that means that you're keeping it. Then they'll charge you and you keep it. Because I
Okay.
did that with the sweater because I wasn't sure if it was the right
Was
color
what-
that I
Are
needed.
the
or-
returns free? I can't imagine they would be. I mean, how could they be free?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
you just send it back to them. They send you if you take it to a drop off location, you
Oh,
can send
okay.
it back for free,
Yeah.
and they package it up for you and everything.
Wow, that's great. Well, anyway, getting back to the beads. I dyed all of these on here. They're all bone beads, just like the ones, you're seeing here from our bead packs that we sell. We have packs that are just bone beads. Diane just put some more up today. We have like 30 packs in stock, so there's
the bone
plenty.
beads.
And we also reduced the price a little bit.
You get a generous 2 ounces in your
Yeah,
bag
and,
of bone
and
beads.
you might think that's not very much. It's not like a whole big bowl full, but it's enough
Right.
to play, And if you get more serious about it, then you can buy more. Bone beads are not cheap. I mean, I didn't realize that. My friend Robin over in Mumbai, I think they call it's Bombay, he gets them for me. He buys them from other vendors, and he gets all mixed up, and I think they're like seconds because I have to pick stuff out of them. But I don't care. I get them reasonable enough that even with the nasty DHL shipping, I'm okay, and we can still sell them reasonably to you and have a little bit to pay your bills, But he's about to send me some more. It'll probably take another 2 weeks or so before he gets them all lined up, and then he'll send them DHL and they'll be here. But I'm always excited to see what he sends because sometimes they're a little better than other times. What we have right now is fine, especially for experimentation. But I just thought maybe we should just reduce the price on them just a little bit to get more people using them than we have a lot of people among our creative group members at Facebook who have used them in the past. We had a whole big siege of this a while ago. Oh, everybody was doing bone beads, but it's been a little while. So I reduced the price a little bit now. When Raven, I don't know how I say it. When his new stuff comes in, then it'll have to go back up. But for now, go grab what's there at reduced. I think they're usually $9.50. She kicked them down to $7.95, I think, this morning. And of course, we have that 20% discount when you have 35 up. What is that? Oh man, I get it messed up and say it wrong. It's 20 off all. 20 off all is what it is. I'll put it in the notes of the description. If you go 35 and up on the site, all the rest of this week I extended it, you get 20% off. So you get 20% off whatever they're marked down to. And we have a markdown, it counts on top of that too. So, go get your bone beads now before I wake up and smell the coffee, which I think I am now. Another thing I'm doing, I did mention on the group this morning, but I don't think anybody noticed it. These beads, these are stone, okay? They are what I used like in this bracelet here. You see that? Don't they go good with this?
Annalise wants to know if you dyed the moss green colored ones
Yep.
too.
Yep. And you know what? I didn't write down what I used. That was a happy accident. So I remember I was not getting the color I wanted, so I just kept trying other colors and throwing down in there. I think I started out maybe with this. This is called Blue
The
Raspberry.
blue raspberry drink mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, these two are both drink mix.
Yeah, these are.
And then those
nice.
are her combo.
This is combo
tea.
coffee tea and
The drink mix, you said
this
the red
stuff.
drink mix.
right, one pack
Okay,
of those.
so
But these go really good with them. And the first two people that give me an order of 35 up, I'm going to give you a whole pack of this. $13.95 value.
that's dyed howlite.
It's dyed highlight. It's not bone. But
You
I'm-
can feel the quality of it
but
when you lift the
I
bag.
don't know why they're not selling. I mean, they're dirt cheap. They're right there on the front page. But anyway, maybe sit and notice them. But I mean, they go great with bone beads. Any of this. We haven't done the organics for a while, and I was just looking out there in a drawer, and we have a ton of boho stuff that is amazing that I haven't really done anything with for a while. And in combination with our dyed highlight beads now, and then bone beads that you can dye. I mean, sky's the limit what you can do. With
Hey,
it.
Darcy.
Yeah, hey, there's Darcy. She likes that boho stuff.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Yes.
Are your earrings, are
Yeah.
those just tea?
Yeah.
Okay, to show the difference. Because I could tell they were a little bit lighter.
Well, to be honest with you, there are some in here that are lighter. I think it just depends on the shape of the bone, how dense it is, and if there's
I could tell
any
a
texture
little
to
slight
it.
difference.
Yeah.
But I mean, they match really well.
Yeah.
But just so
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can see it on
Yeah.
here. Super
You know,
well, but-
these are a video, which I can also reference for you down in the description. We had a whole series of videos on how to make earrings from the bone stuff and all kinds of stuff. In fact, I believe I'll be working with Belmore again right after this article, and it will be on boho bone beads, making the bibs, like the big fancy bib I made, and different things you could do with bone beads that maybe people haven't thought about. So anyway, but yeah, there's videos about that all over the place already on my channel. If you go back maybe 2 years or so, you'll find them. But I'll try and reference them for you. And speaking of that, the description, y'all know what I need you to do, right? I need you to like the video, and I need you to please leave me a little comment under the video, because that will boost our rank at YouTube. It's already starting to work a little bit, just a little bit. Because we've had a lot of people leaving comments, and I respond to every last one of them. I watch them, I respond to this. Oops, excuse me, my hot water. I had to get some hot water to do the tea stuff, so just a sec. Okay, sit there back. So, yeah, it's starting to work a little bit. You guys have done great. See, one of the videos had 91 comments on it, and the other one had 70 something, which is awesome. You know, so we really appreciated that. So, if you would please continue to do that, it'll help us all, to be honest with you. Okay, let's get down to brass tacks, and let me show you how I dye these guys and what I do. Okay, so let's just do the tea. Okay, so I've got a bowl here, and I've got a couple of good, I've got red rose tea, whatever you guys like, just a good black tea. Probably there would be a better black tea than this one, but this is what I drink, so that's what I have here. I'm not a big tea drinker, but if I'm making tea, it's going to usually be red rose. Especially if I make iced tea, it's going to be red rose. That was my grandma's thing, you know, always use red rose. So, but you use whatever you think is best, because after all, we're not drinking this. So I got 2 in here. And then I'm going to get my hot water, which actually you don't have to use hot water off the stove. Microwave.
Yeah, you can do the microwave.
You know, in fact, to be safe, it would be better to put the bone beads in first and then pour the water out. Yeah. If you're using real hot water, put the bone beads in first. So I've got a little bit in the sack here. So I'm going to throw them down in with these two.
Tea bags.
Yeah. Now, when I did these, of course, I had a whole lot more than that, but we sacked up the rest of them and bagged up the rest and put them on the site. So this is what I got to work with. So, okay, so they're in there with the tea. Now,
So are you doing your combo with this one, or just strictly tea?
Well, I could show them. I start with tea. I mostly just do tea, but I could tell by looking how they were dying, how they were coming out, because you kind of have to go monitor them and look and see how they're coming out. So I'm pouring it all over the tea bags. Okay, that's really a lot of water. I didn't need that much. So,
No, guys, this is not minestrone soup. Do not
Oh,
eat
no,
this.
no,
This
we're
is
not eating
beef.
this. Well, it'd be like
just say it.
it'd be like bone broth, right?
Yeah.
So I got this in here. I really filled this up. But what I did, just to tell you, to get this color that I did here, I used like a swig of coffee in there, just a splash of coffee in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I used Jelly Belly Very Cherry. You get it in a dollar store.
And how much? A full packet or just a little bit? Or
One,
just-
this here.
So a full one
Yeah.
in there with
Of
the
this.
with the tea and the coffee.
And not the whole thing, just one of these.
Yeah, no, just
That's what I do. Now, you can mess with it. That's the fun of it, is trying like different teas and stuff like that to get, different effects. Like Daryl likes that butterfly pea tea, which you buy on Amazon. That's PEA, not PEE.
Let's hope not.
Yeah. I don't even know if butterfly is pea, but I'm sure that usually do. Anyway,
Hey, Jan.
who else is here?
Jan just got on.
Oh, Barbara Decker is here. What are bone beads made of? Bone. They are water buffalo bone. These are. So, and they come from India. And they have artisans that carve them. Every last one of these little beads that have carvings on it has been done
By hand.
By hand.
Now, how long will you let this sit in the bowl?
As long as I want.
Okay.
So
Is
what
there like a minimum though that you should at least leave them to get some color?
12 hours maybe, half a day. At least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because what happens when you take them out, you have to rinse them, and a little bit of your color will rinse off.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to allow for that. So, you could leave these 3 days. I've done it. They just get better. If you've got the room to do it, they're not in your way, leave them in there for a week. Just every so often get them and stir them. And you could, every so often, stick it back in the microwave when it cools off. You don't have to do that. I just start out hot. It's kind of like a catalyst. It kind of makes me remember when I dyed Easter eggs when I was a kid, The eggshell is organic material, and it would take color very similar way. You can also use, I suppose, food coloring, but that really stains. This stuff's not too bad for staining. I can get it out of the counter, which is important to me because I've managed to keep this counter in original condition for as long as I've lived in this house. I've lived in this house since 1986. So we're going to try not to bump this because it's really hot. And I've kept my counters original and in good shape, so that means I watch everything that gets on here. I see I got a little overspray from Smart Coat Sealant. That'll come off. Yeah, I don't work out here too much because I don't want to damage my table, my cupboards. But sometimes it's just the best way to do it. And I like having you here with me too. So here's my water and I'm going to drink it.
Hi, Transfer Essence. Can I get your name?
I can't remember.
So-
At one point I think she said there were ox bones from India. They're water buffalo. I don't know, maybe at times it could be another type bone that they mix in there, oxes or something. But Robin told me a while ago that they were water buffalo. So whatever.
Yeah, that Transfer Essence, she said she didn't know she wanted bone beads until now.
A lot of people, think like, ugh, that's gross, I don't want any. But no, we use all kinds of organic materials, don't we? We use shell. We use semi-precious stones, that's organic material. We use wood. All those things. Miriam Haskell and her jewelry during World War II, used a lot of natural materials like this. She used a lot of shell, a lot of wood. Like, I don't know that she used bone, but she used a lot of organic materials because the other, materials were not readily available then because of the war. So, I mean, it's nothing but cool. I wish I brought that piece out here. I have a piece of broken Miriam Haskell that is the organic stuff. And I can't remember exactly where it is, but I'll find it.
We can post it on the group later.
I could post it in the group. Not only that, I have been using, there's a feature on my channel, everybody's channel, it says community. And if you click there, you can start conversations just like we do on the group. And so I've been trying to post more pictures and say stuff there and put links and stuff, so I could put a picture of that there. I just have to find it. I know I saw it the other day, but if I knew where it was exactly right now, I'd leave and go get it and come back, because this house is not that big. But I'm not sure where it is, so I might be gone a while.
She says her name's Brenda too. So that'll be easy to remember.
Transfluorescence.
Yes, that's
Brenda.
her name is Brenda.
Awesome. Well, we'll remember that. Cocoa.
Yes, Annalise was asking about cocoa for dyeing.
Turmeric will do it. They'll do it. It'll do it. Yep. Turmeric will do it.
Cocoa might just make it a light brown, right?
I don't know. You wouldn't want to put water in it. It'd be just a cocoa powder. Let's think about nuts and seeds. Like chili powder might work.
Or like cayenne or something, maybe?
Well, cayenne's hot, so you maybe, I don't know, try it. Paprika.
It's not as hot.
Probably would work. And you just have to play with it, but I'm almost positive turmeric will do it. Because I know, like, if you get some on your hands, you have to get it off. Because it kind of wants to stay on you. So, anyway, yeah, just try whatever you think might work.
Oh, that, what's it called? That, is it Tang or whatever, that orange drink mix?
Yeah, Tang will work. I've done that. You can get that in the dollar store, too. You'll be surprised what you can buy in these little drink mix boxes in a dollar store. Yeah. So, anyway, this is basically it. You just put the stuff, in there. Now, I had heated this up. So, it's warm, but it's not going to be scary.
You might be able to try lemonade mix, but I don't know how saturated the color would be.
This is blue. Now, this is the stuff I used before.
This is what...
So I want to waste it because there's a lot of good down here that I could use, and I heated it up. It's not as hot as that, but I probably should have done that.
It's the blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to throw some of these down. All it is mixing up. So when I mixed this up, I used 3 of these. Blue raspberry. It's like this. It's a company, Starburst it says. And I used 3 of these.
The single packet.
So, I mean, it's really cheap to do because this whole thing costs like $1 at the dollar store. So, I didn't throw any yet. So I'm going to throw some down in there, and then I'm going to put another couple more. It looks kind of funky, little white stuff. That's bits of bone. We don't worry about that. It's not going to hurt anything.
Sarah says the longest she's left bone beads is 45 minutes.
Really? So what do you do?
I didn't leave mine long either.
Well, do you heat yours? Because I don't like
in
them
the microwave.
I don't like mine after only that much time.
Yeah, I do mine in the microwave.
Well, I start out that way too, and I put this
in like a mug. I do it in like a drinking mug.
You know what? Maybe that's it. These are bigger bowls.
Yeah,
if you just did a mug, it's kind of tight and would concentrate and condense the.
I had to do it a few times in the microwave, but yeah, I did get a nice color.
Yeah.
I did the red.
Hey, it doesn't matter because you're just going to check it. But when you pull it up out of there, like I use this thing. I got this in a dollar store. And I'll put it like over a little bowl like this, stick it in there, and I'll pour the junk out with them staying in the middle. And if I think it hasn't done enough of its job yet, I'll just pour the juice back in the bowl, heat it up, and put them back in.
Yep.
So
yeah, I did the red. I got a red. I think I used like fruit punch drink mix.
That'd work.
And then I also did, so I got a really nice red color on those. Like
Dare, you used grape before, haven't you?
Grape juice?
I have some grape Kool-Aid.
Grape juice.
I don't know why grape juice wouldn't work. I mean, it stains everything.
Uh-huh.
It stains your teeth, so why wouldn't it stain bone, teeth or bone?
And then I did I forget what the other mixed colors were called, but I did another batch, and it did take a while to finally get the color on bone beads, but I got a really pretty kind of like a peachy apricot-y color.
Yeah,
And it looks really pretty with the
I've
dark
gotten that
red.
too. Yeah, if you use orange or peach.
It was orange. I want to say it was maybe regular lemonade and then like pink or something.
Yeah,
I can't
sometimes it
remember.
doesn't come out like you'd think, but that's
Yeah.
the joy of it.
The red did
is,
for sure.
is experimenting with
The
it.
fruit
So
punch.
I put 2 more in there because there was already color in that bowl. And then, let's take this away because I don't need it right now. So here is the berry cherry jelly belly, which this is what I used previously to dye these, but there's still a lot of good in there, so I didn't. You know, there's no reason. I'm not going to consume that, and it's not going to do anything different because it is that way. So I just, no.
Karma
Continue to use it.
is saying beets for red.
What a mess, though.
Michelle is saying curry for yellow.
Yeah, curry, definitely.
Mary, if you did the solar paste, you would want to dye your bone beads first.
Well, let me talk to you about that.
And then the solar paste.
What's
right?
going on, Diane? Okay, I'll just keep talking. Diane needs to talk to Lauren.
Someone did wine.
Yeah.
Or says wine.
Yeah, you know what? Come to think about beets. I said messy, but I did try that. I heated up the beet juice and I put them down. It didn't do much. So maybe it has to be like fresh beets or something. I don't know. So let me get some more berry cherry and put on there. I'll put like 2. Everything good? Okay. You'll have that. We are at home. This is live. Before, when it wasn't live, we'd cut it out. Cut that out.
Did you say what that was?
This is very
Oh, the Jelly Belly, right.
Jelly Belly Very
Very
Cherry.
cherry,
So
okay.
I put 2 more packets in here to the existing one. So this should be pretty strong mix. And then I'll probably reheat these again.
And then
And
I used fruit punch.
it won't hurt your flatware stuff. I mean, I wouldn't use your real good stuff, but
Yeah, I think I got the fruit punch, the Kool-Aid packet, and that's what I used for my red.
My favorite is the blue raspberry because this
The
is
turquoise,
this is
yeah.
what you get, and I just love this color. I use it a lot. So let's see if there have any on my stuff. No, that's glass beads there. So yeah, I like using check glass beads with them. Rhinestone bling, like the Shrags, little cupped rhinestone findings. I love black with the AB. We usually always have some on site. If we don't, let me know because I'll reorder it right away.
I'm going to zoom in on your bracelet.
Okay. These are old Cherry brand, which I don't have anymore. But these were the kind that were used in Miriam Haskell jewelry right here. This one. These are all Baroque. They look just like the Baroque pearls. Probably because they're the same base.
The light on there got a little...
There's some really cool
There we go. That's
check
better.
beads in here. Plus the bone beads. It's just, I love mixing it all up. These are semi-precious back here. So I mean, you just mix it up however it suits you, you know. Usually I do like what I call stacks when I make these. Can I get these in the picture somehow? How can I get this in the picture?
Oh,
Here we go.
Dara said the grape Kool-Aid goes brown.
It turns brown? Like brown like this, like tea? It doesn't turn purple though, in other
Yeah.
words. Okay. Well, I just have a package of it. I don't remember trying. I tried grape something one time, but I think it was one of these like Starburst type. And that one did come out. Not purple, not strong, but like, you know, like an amethyst purple, which, you know, amethyst purple is kind of brown.
Yeah.
So, you know, but that's, I mean, I just love combining glass. These are wedding cake beads right here, made in India.
Jennifer, she's asking if you keep the bowls of dyed water for next time.
No. When I'm done with my session, like I'm not gonna dye any more bone beads for a while.
Like you probably leave it for the day while you're doing it, and then dump it out that evening.
Because I put these in last night, and then I just took them out an hour or two before we got together here today.
So you have them overnight.
Andrea.
Hey, Andrea.
Darcy says she uses electric tea kettle. That's a good idea too. Very good. But anyway, I just think these things are so cool. I just love them. And of course, I like to make earrings out of them too. So here are some that I made. I sold a bunch, but I didn't sell all of mine. Had to keep some. So I have some in my ears. But, you just pick through your beads and find what you have that you can stack and layer. Then I like to put them on like 15 gauge brass jump. I don't know if we still have any left, but I can get some. I kind of go through stages with that kind of a thing. It's like while it's hot and we're using them a lot, I keep them in stock, and then maybe I won't stock them for a little bit and I'll bring them back.
See how she uses them on the
I
large
love stuff that goes on, like looks like a wheel.
These work really nice with our boho beads too. Our boho disc beads, the wood disc
the cocoa
beads.
wood, yeah.
Yeah, the cocoa.
Oh yeah, it's all in that.
I think we still have some of those.
Oh, we have a huge bag full of them out there in a breezeway in a drawer. So here's some. I wear these a good bit because they're lightweight and colorful little things.
Okay, Mary's asking how long you let them dry.
Till they're really good and dry.
And then while they're still laying on the paper towel, I'm assuming while you have them out, you spray them to seal.
What I do is the first time I bring them out and let them dry, I let them dry a good while, and then I will take the paper out and I'll put clean dry paper under, and I might do it 2 or 3 times. Okay.
Okay.
And then to seal them, to dry them quicker, I use a hairdryer. I have my sheet over here. You could use your heat gun, like the one we sell, or if you have one. One that doesn't blow quite so hot as heat as the one I have might be good. I don't know. I've always used my hairdryer to do it. So,
probably on the low setting.
You could. I blast it.
Oh, okay.
But then you have little beads rolling away too. So yeah, low heat would probably be better.
Okay.
To be honest. But yeah, so I'll do that and let it sit for a while. And then I'll see, I'll judge and see how dry they are. And if they're pretty good and dry, then I'm just going to throw this under here. I'll go ahead and seal them. Now, there are a number of ways that you can seal them. Mm-hmm. First one is the obvious. Krylon crystal clear. This is the easiest one. Mm-hmm. Now that it's winter, you need to have a place with good ventilation. I usually don't spray in the house, but I was busy and rushing, so I did spray some of these in here with the windows open and the ventilator on the range, hood, because it's a real strong one. And they come out pretty good. They might need another hit, but here's the thing about each color has its own kind of unique thing about it. The red, I've noticed, will still have kind of white underlay under a lot of it, or kind of a swirled look to it. It's really pretty. That can change though when you hit it with sealant, and depending how much sealant. Like, here's one that's pretty well completely covered, no problem, But
mine got really covered with the fruit punch.
Yeah, and then what you have to remember, if you're using whatever you use to seal them, you got to seal them not just on what's facing up. You got to turn them all over and do it then too.
Yeah.
But then they're done. But here's what happens when they're sealed. And if I can move it just a little bit, because I kind of put this in a bad place for you to see. Nellie, you're not supposed to be in here, are you?
And she goes, the kitchen is a public place.
Well, my food's right under there, so how are you telling me I can't be here?
That's true.
I should have moved it. So, okay, so maybe if I can move these a little closer to the camera. Can you get up on those a little bit?
Yeah.
Lauren?
Sorry about any jerkiness, guys. I'm trying to move this as smoothly as possible.
Okay, so These have some sealant on them, so they're a little bit more, covered and. But they can, when they dry out, especially with the blow dryer, they can really get a little bit of whitish to them, really lift. So when you spray them with sealant, though, that kind of just brings it back. You're good. But here's what it looks like if I just let it dry on its own. So it's kind of washed out. But this is a very, very flat piece that has no texture. Now, if you get a piece like, excuse me, this one has a lot of texture and stuff, so it took darker. Not all of them, though. So, you might want to take them after they dry and say, that doesn't quite suit me. Before I go through all this rigmarole of sealing them, I think I'm going to put them in another bath and let them sit overnight again, Or you might want to accent them. Now, we were talking about solder and lunar paste.
Yes.
And I thought those products were going to be a fantastic thing to use on these.
For an accent. Yeah, Mary was asking.
I'm not thrilled.
Oh. Okay. Because you were saying originally to wait till after they're dyed, but even still you're not.
Well, I did. I did one, and it stayed tacky and pasty and didn't look that good.
Huh. Okay.
This one, I used some blue, and it went down in,
the grooves.
the grooves and stuff. I mean, it's not ugly, but...
Not your
And
thing.
then I sealed it, and then I had to wipe it down a lot so that it didn't stay sticky. It's not sticky now. It's good to go. I can make something out of this now. So, I mean, if you like that look, then use it. But last week I took a bone bead that didn't have any color on it. It was just raw bone bead.
Mm-hmm.
And I put lunar paste on it, so it would just be the shimmer and the shine on it. And it looked kind of pretty. So I know you might still want to experiment. But I think, having said all that, if you want to add some color, say you want to deepen these, somehow you want to get a little bit of antiquing going on, maybe some burnt sienna acrylic paint, just a little bit. And just wipe with your finger over it and then wipe off. Black, you just try it and see what it's going to look like, If you like that, will antique it. Another thing that I know works and will be good is Gilder's paste.
Okay.
Gilder's paste totally works. So say you got some of these blue ones here that were a little bit too washed out for you. You could try getting a container of patina Gilder's paste, which is this beautiful aqua blue too, and just accenting a little bit with that. And then if you want to add a little bit of shiny metallic to
Like
it,
gold or something.
Inca gold is good. The silver, of all the Gilder's paste, silver is the easiest one to work with. I don't know why, for some reason, but it just really goes on. It doesn't seem to dry out. So you'll have that. So you have to let that dry. Then you'll have to seal over everything. So you're not going to want to seal over anything unless you just want to see how it's going to come out. Well, you don't want to seal anything until you know you're done and it's dry completely. Then you've got your Krylon. This is always going to work. And this is, I don't know if this is matte or what.
Dara leaves hers for 24 hours to dry.
You can't beat that.
And Michelle wants to know if you rinse them off after soaking them or no.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Just kind of get them more uniform, because some will take darker than others, but you got to be careful. Don't use a real strong water stream on them. Like you might want to use, if you have the little spritzer on your sink, maybe use that on a low setting. Just spritz them off, If you use like a real direct source of water pounded down
It's
on
going to
them,
take the color
it
off.
takes, not all of it, but it'll take some.
The vibrance.
Yeah, it'll undo some of your work and you won't like it. So there's that. Excuse me.
When you lay them out like this, when you're going to let them dry, do you leave them alone? You don't pat them dry at all with like a paper
I
towel,
might do a little bit to get them started,
Because I didn't know if that would take the color off or
No,
not.
I haven't noticed that so much. But these ones really came out good. These are just about ready to go. But yeah, I use this. Another thing that works with one little gloss is this product SensoGuard, which is like jewelry shield. You know, jewelry shell was initially made to coat the insides of rings and bracelets that are going to touch your skin if you're sensitive to metals. And it works really good. Same thing. They don't make jewelry shield anymore, so this is what there is instead. And it's excellent, same thing.
That'd be very tedious.
But I use jewelry shield a lot to touch up a little bit of lacquer. You can use it as a sealant. So this also works.
That'd be very tedious though to sit there and have to
It is.
paint each one.
It is. But you know, just because you have all these made up doesn't mean you have to seal them and
All at
decorate them
once.
all today.
Right.
You know, you could do the ones you really want to use in your project first and put the rest away and not sit there all day. Unless you want to have a day of doing it, then fine, you knock yourself out. But you don't have to do it all in one day, you know. Another thing that works really well is this stuff.
Anita says that we just answered 4 questions before she could even finish typing them.
Well, good. I'm glad good. Oh, hey, Heidi.
We try to cover everything if we can, Anita.
Dyeing beads is always fun. So many possibilities. Yeah.
And Dara says she likes using the Gilders after dyeing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'll really soak down in there and stay. If you buff it out real good, you might get away with not even sealing it. But I don't know. I always seal stuff. This stuff is the bomb. And this is Sculpt Nouveau Smart Coat. This is a satin. We're out of it right now. I have to buy more.
So here's a question.
But this is really good because it's in a spritzer. And you can get them evenly. But remember, you got to do both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But this is excellent. It's the same thing as what we had when we had the Swelligant line. The clear coat.
I love the sealant.
It's the same thing exactly. It's
That's
not.
my
It's
go-to.
not a wannabe. It's not a just like. It is that, because the Swelligant line was Sculpt Nouveau, all of it from the beginning. So she just remodeled it, which was nothing wrong with that. I loved what she did. I was so glad she did. When I found out she did it, I had to get hold of her right away and say, hey, you know, when are you going to sell this? Because I had been thinking about doing it. I didn't want to mess around with filling bottles. You know, can you imagine? So I was glad she had done it. And it was more practical sizes for people. You could still get it. Avies has it. But they want so much more for it than I ever charge. And I don't really think it's a fair price. And the wholesale price requires me to charge even more because they don't give you any break on shipping. So it's either going to be me buying the bigger bottles, which we have Tiffany green, we have darkening solution, and we had the metal degreaser, which was awesome. We're out of that too. We still have, I think we still have a little bit of satin, and we have the matte in this. But I love
They
this.
last so long though.
Yeah, it
Because
does.
the amount that you get.
It does, and you
You
got it
only
in a
use a
spray
little
bottle.
bit.
Or if you just want to apply it with a brush, you can do it the same way you did it with clear coat. Put in a little cup, use a little brush, and then do it. I wouldn't want to return it to the bottom when I was done, though. It might corrupt it, you know, if you had some left. So be careful not to put too much in, I would say. That's my opinion. That's my thought, and I'm sticking to it. So that's basically, you know, what I wanted to tell you, besides just have some fun with it already, you know? I mean, bone beads are not expensive, at least not when you buy them from me, but mine are seconds. You know, I mean, I don't care because I like an organic appearance. I've bought bone beads on the string that were the more expensive ones, and I always loved them, but it's just, I'm not sure that people would understand the difference, so I'm not having it. Bone can be kind of expensive when you look around. And not terribly expensive, not like, you know.
Probably depends on what bone it's coming, like where it's coming
Yeah,
from.
yeah,
too.
and you know, it just depends on your vendor too. Some of them will just jack up the price, and if they can get it, they get it. You know, I mean, there aren't a lot of wholesale sources that I've liked, but I like my friend Robin over there. He works really hard to get me the best he can, get me what I want, you know, and it works for us, you know. So, and I told him I don't care if they're a little bit second, you know, because I like the imperfection. So, anyway, so let's see what everybody's saying here. Do you have the colors separate when storing them if they haven't sealed them? Will they bleed on? No, they'll not bleed onto each other. They shouldn't. You should seal them, then they won't. No, I've never mixed them up. I've always kept them, you know. I've always kept them separate. But I don't have any more because I either sold them, used them, or gave them to somebody. So it's time for me to make more. So now I've got a little stock of my basic colors that I really like. So who else is shopping? We're supposed to be on here together. But I don't mind if you're shopping. I can use the business. I won't lie. And that's why I'm giving away these packages. The first 2 orders are 35 up. Gonna get this. And then you
The
can,
dyed halide
yeah,
mix.
and over 35 you get 20% off of your purchase if you use the 20 off all. Go to the website, the pink banner that goes across the website that moves.
It'll give you the coupon
It's
code.
in there. Yeah, you can even copy paste it.
And that's
right
where the
on.
bone beads are at.
And the bone beads are there. They're in the bead mix section, and they've been marked down a little bit. So, and you can still use that coupon if you have 35 up. But the first 2 who do 35, and nobody's done it yet today, slow day, are gonna get that. And I mean, look how good these go with this. I mean, here, look. Here's a bracelet that's the semi-precious. Now these hearts aren't in it, but we do have the hearts, and they're not expensive.
We sell them separately.
Yeah, we have them. But I mean, look how good that goes together. I mean, really. Perfect. So, I would say get yourself some of both because they're only like $13.95 a bag, and there's like 50 beads in there. Big, chunky focal type.
We sell
beads.
some of them individually.
Yes,
too,
we
if
do.
if
We
there's
sell some by a
particular-
strand. We have a Celtic knot that is a bead that I'm over the moon for, but they haven't caught on yet. And you know, a lot of it is because things come in batches, and I don't have time to demonstrate all of them like I'd like to right away, and then people miss them. There's so much stuff on our site that people have missed. It's nuts. A lot of times people go straight to Etsy because that's where I put like the vintage stuff that I've only got one of, and they want to get that, which that's great. But don't think it's cheaper at Etsy. It's all about the same. And I had to raise the threshold for discounts and stuff at Etsy because Etsy wants us to give everybody free shipping at $35, which when you sell little parts and people want a discount too, and I have to pay Etsy fees, it's like, why am I here? I do have to make something for my family. Not much. I don't need much. But, that's why it's like that. So, anyway, I'm tired of explaining about it. You guys are smart. You already know that. You figure it out.
Our website is boutiques.com.
Actually, there's no apostrophe. When
Oh,
you
there's
put
not.
your-
Okay.
Yeah, just BSUE.BOUTIQUES.com. BSUBoutiques.com. If you go down into the description, there are a couple of links down in there where you just click on it and go there. Or you just hit bsuboutiques.com, whatever. You'll find it. We've been on the internet for a long, long time, so we're not terribly hard to find if you know about us already.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's to your benefit to really look around. This is the last week we have free shipping at 50, which we always had it before at 100, but I reduced it through the summer because it was slow, and I thought I'll give people a break and stuff. But now they're raising shipping costs again, and I don't want to raise prices, so I just have to have a little higher minimum order and we'll work with it, So that's how that goes. So if you wonder, I like the bone beads have slight imperfection. That's the beauty of the hand carving. Yes. What do they call it? Wabi sabi. That's imperfections. The imperfections. A little bit wonky. A little bit wonky, maybe.
So if you're going to accent these, like we were talking about with the Gilder's paste, you seal your beads first, right?
No.
And then add the Gilder's
No.
paste?
No. You dye them,
Let them dry.
let them dry, and then put on the Gilder's paste.
Do you still seal them after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, however you choose to do it. I've never tried any of the water-based type sealants like you find like in a craft store. We don't really even carry any of them, I think. I've never been terribly happy with any of them. I think Deco Ceram Coat used to make a pretty good one. But I prefer the ones I use. And it's easiest of all, you can get it anywhere, you know. Krylon spray paint. It makes it easy, you know.
And someone asked about the green, but I don't think she heard us before. Brenda said that was a happy accident. She's not exactly sure the exact
I know
combo
they
she
started
used
out this color.
with the blue raspberry.
And then I thought, I'm going to go like something a little bit earthier. So I just kept adding colors to it. I think I did put some,
Did you add coffee or something maybe?
no, I think I did put turmeric in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone liked the green color. When I was showing
There's
your
this
earrings.
stuff that's called golden milk that you can buy in a health food store. It's powder.
Oh, what about matcha powder?
What?
Matcha powder.
I don't know. Why not? It's tea.
Because it's green. I wonder if it would...
Yeah, matcha powder might. Yeah, green tea.
Or like espresso powder maybe?
Well, I would say brewed espresso.
Brewed espresso powder.
Yeah, that would work, definitely. But it's just something that you want to play with. And it's so much fun. And really, to be honest, what I should have done was covered my whole, you know, countertop first. But if you work carefully, you'll be fine, you know. You won't get it everywhere, so. That's pretty much what I have to say about that today. So let's see, what did I miss? Hey, Joan, it's good to see you.
Dara, there anything else that we missed you want to add?
Always so nice to see Heidi. Heidi is quite an artist. She does everything better than I do, I'll tell you that. So I'm always tickled when she comes to say hi. I do the best I can. I'm no slouch. I'm okay. You know, I'm happy with my art. I don't do a bad job, and I sure have sold a ton of it. But some people are just a little better than that. You know.
How are our beads looking?
Our beads? Oh,
Yeah.
let's have a look and see.
Let's look
what they.
let's
these
take a
were the
peek.
Hot one. They're not so hot right now. So.
Hey, Colleen.
Hey, there she is. Okay, listen here. Here's the red ones. For me, that wouldn't be dark enough.
Mm-mm.
So I think what I should do is put this back in the microwave and heat it up real good.
Mm-hmm.
And leave it set. Now this is the tea with, I think I put a cherry in. Didn't I put some of that cherry stuff in?
Yes.
I didn't put any coffee though.
No, just the
Yeah,
red.
so it's starting to come, you know, but I would never take it out at that level.
Yeah, that's a little light.
This, yeah, I'd like to see a little more than that. Yeah. So.
But they are starting. They're
So
starting.
you see the blue ones what they're doing.
Oh, I forgot you did blue too.
No, it's just got this little residue. Don't worry about that. Now, if I'd started all over again, I wouldn't have it. But that's from the bone. So, now if you liked a real pale, washed out aqua blue, this wouldn't be bad. But I like it to take a little bit more than that. So these have kind of whitened up a little bit too. One thing you might not want to do is take them and leave them in the sun to dry, because the sun will bleach them out. Now, it might be okay on the tea-dyed ones, but it's better if you don't do that, because take them outside to dry, because the sun will
Yeah, I think with the red ones.
unless you want
too.
them bleached out, then fine. You know, it'll bleach them out. So, we've all heard of bleached bone. Well, that's how, you know. So anyway, so that's how that goes. So does anybody have any questions for me before we go? Yes, Heidi. Well, I've learned so much from you over the years. It's always fun to catch a line. You know, we all learn from each other, don't we? I learn from all you guys every day. You know, it's just the older I get, the more I don't know, you know, because this is a big wide world and there's a lot of stuff out there. And the crafts industry is changing all the time. And it's all about you and your art anyway. So, you know, we have happy accidents and little things and experiments that we try. And some work out, some are wonderful, and some aren't. But we share them and we all learn from them. So It's all good. The only thing is like there are certain things that we're pretty sad if it, we mess it up, something that's expensive. But this is not. You've got room to play with this. And remember, you don't have to finish embellishing every last bead. You don't have to seal them all right away. Just be sure they're good and dry before you store them. I mean, really dry, really, really dry. You don't want any moisture in there. Okay? So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Don't forget about us at www.beadsandboutiques.com. That's my website. There are, I think, 5,000-6,000 items there. Maybe not quite that much because we're a little bit low on stampings, but still a lot there. We have a lot of beads. A lot of beads. Right now, if you use code TRINKETBOX, TRINKETBOX, all one word, all caps, you can get 30% off everything in the autumn collection. So if you go under collections, you'll see autumn collection. There are 10 pages of fabulous beads in there, and they're all 30% off. So I'll put that down in the comments too. And one last thing before I leave you. Don't forget, please, to leave me a comment. Those are helping, and I need that help. It doesn't cost you a dime. And it's really easy to do when it's a produced video. You can do it while the video is running. These you do have to wait till the video's over before you can
And
do
it's
it.
posted,
So you have to come
yeah.
back. But if you wouldn't mind doing it, it helps us so much. You guys just don't know. YouTube looks at that seriously, and I can't pay money to have that done. There's only one way that happens, is when people like you and take time to say something. That's the proof in the pudding. That's what YouTube looks at and says, oh, people are interested in them. I think we'll boost them a little, right? So anyway, I really need you to do that, and you've been doing a good job. Thank you so much for that. I hope you'll continue. So y'all have fun dyeing your bone beads. If you need some, you know where they are. The beadsandboutiques.com in the bead mixes section. Check that website out if you haven't for a while. There's a lot in there people are missing. It's full of stuff, And we do have new stuff in Etsy. Lauren put a few things on last night. And do you have anything left to put on? Okay, so she's probably doing a little bit more.
Mom's been loading today.
Yeah, Diane's been loading all day. So, yeah, there'll be new things in there to see. I've been putting a lot of 1928 jewelry in there. That was in my own collection and stuff.
Yeah, I put up a necklace last
Because
night.
I don't need it. No, I mean, I have my favorite pieces. I have a lot of them. And I have a lot of pieces that Mr. Bernie gave me. And those, those are special. They're not going in there. But there are a lot of other pieces that are very, very nice. So, yeah, we've been selling them right out. Those are good prices. Okay, I hope I'm talking loud enough because I feel like I'm fading away. Love to and kisses to all of you. And let's see one last thing to say. How do you get the khaki? I wanted to know the khaki green. I don't know,
Yes.
Darcy. It was a happy accident. I think I put turmeric in this blue. And I think I might have put lemonade in there too. Like the drink mix stuff. So, it just kind of happened. I should have written it down. I kind of mad at myself that I didn't because I like it too. Where's my PR marketing crew?
No, she's saying they are our PR marketing.
We are your yes, you are, and you do a great job of it. So thank you so much.
And Anita said that she put in an order.
Oh, thank you, Anita. And then Heidi says you can block the excess off to just let air dry, and they'll get a cool effect. Yep, I do that sometimes too. Sometimes I'll even make like a little roll, and just kind of go back and forth over it, lightly. But you don't want to buff it out too much because then it comes off.
Color.
Just like plating comes off metal if you buff it. It's just the nature of things. Anyway, so thank you all for coming. There is a new video coming out on Friday. Sometime, I'm not sure. It depends when Diane gets done with it because it's a produced video.
Yeah, it's a rendered,
And
produced
so it's not
video.
live, but it's about my book. And I hope you take time to watch it because I really didn't do anything about promoting my book for a long time. There are a lot of reasons for that I don't want to get into, but I thought, dang it, I put 3 years into that. And when I look over the whole theme of the book is not 1928 jewelry, and it's not me. It's you guys. It's showing you this is how it's done. If you want to know and you want to have some success at being a jewelry designer, whether you want to go big or stay small at home, you can do it if it's like a case study. We used 1928 jewelry as a case study. We repeated their history and told you all their stories and showed you many, many pictures of how they make it out in the factory and everything. So you would know. There has not been a book written like this. Not that I'm the best writer in the world. I did okay because I had a lot of help, being very honest. But there's no book written from this angle. It's for you. And where can you go and say, well, how do you do this? Well, there's a few little seminars you can take. I've even done a few myself. This book is so much better because you have it right in front of you and you see this is what these people did. This is how they found out, because Mr. Bernie and his cousin Richard, they started that business on a kitchen table same way as many of us did, the same as I did. And they figured it out as they went along. And they just happened to be very smart about it and figured out, right, so why shouldn't you benefit from that, right? But you have your ups and downs. You have to reinvent yourself sometimes. So anyway, be sure that you see that video on Friday. If you don't have a copy of that book yet, we're having them drop ship from Burbank. You can buy it at the website. There are links for you there. You can also buy an EPUB version if you don't want to spend as much money. If you don't care and you can put on your iPad, it's $5.95. You can get it. So, you know, however you can get it, I really think you should, not because I wrote it, but because there's nothing like it, to be very, very honest with you. There is not. So, anyway. All right, I said I was leaving. I always do that, don't I? I start about 15 minutes before and start saying I'm leaving, right? Okay. So, watch for me on Friday. We'll be back around, Diane says we're going back on Instagram on Monday for a little while. We were there last Monday for a little while live. It was fun. It was like 15, 20 minutes. And then we did this one today. And then we'll have the one coming out Friday. So, man, that's a lot. Hope you don't get sick of me. Okay. Love you all. Come shopping if you can. If it's not your week to shop, don't worry. We love you anyway. I understand. It's okay. But if you can, please come. All right. Thank you so much. And leave me a comment. Bye.